Hello, Monster Bound here, and welcome to the glorious looking Mashinky, which is all about playing with trains, and I do enjoy playing with trains. My dad actually has like a big old train shed down the bottom of his garden where he has a big old model train layout, and back when I was little, 30 odd years ago, Jesus Christ, that's depressing. I was big into trains, and then I got into Warhammer, and I've been a disappointment to him ever since. But I still enjoy playing with trains, but I'm more interested in playing with computer trains because, frankly, they're easier to play with. So it's Mashinky, and it's a lot like Transport Tycoon, if you remember that old game. And to be honest, in this mode, it's almost identical. Difference being that you can, of course, go and look at the glorious graphics. Look at that! I mean, it looks so pretty. You can swing across the landscape. You can see all the trains. Look at that. The only problem is I do spend like 95% of my time in this mode because you can actually see things. So if you've ever played Transport Tycoon, you'll kind of be familiar with this sort of thing. If you haven't, then it's about building trains and linking places together. So when you start, there's absolutely no train tracks on the map, no nothing, just towns and resource buildings. Now, Mashinky is a little bit different in that you start in different ages, and then you have the option of either advancing those ages through time, or you can actually spend resources to increase it. So I've actually already travelled some way to the early diesel age. I just need to spend another 500 coal, which I don't currently have. But you can then get access to different trains, and I think some of the buildings upgrade and stuff and all that. And you also get different resources popping up on the map. So first off, you really only have lumber and or other forests and lumber mills, and then you get iron ore and tool works, and then you eventually get oil wells and refineries and all that kind of stuff. So as time moves on, your sort of resources, your resource network, your logistics get a little bit more tricky. But to start off with, generally you just link towns together. So currently we're linking, so we've got this little train line here. So we've got Edinburgh, and this was my first train line. So Edinburgh goes to Rugby, and then Rugby goes on to Belfast, and Belfast goes back to Edinburgh. So we've kind of got a little loop here, a little circle line going on. And that's fairly basic. Basically all the trains move in one direction because we've got 3 trains transporting people between these 3 towns. And as you transport people between the towns actually increase in size. So you can see if we click on Edinburgh here, Edinburgh is currently 24 size, and it started off at about 9, I think. As you increase, as you transport people to the town, it builds a new house. As you provide letters, builds a new house. As you provide goods, builds a new house. So basically, either any of these things will increase the size. So obviously Edinburgh, because it's got both post and goods and people, it grows quite fast. Other towns might not have that. So for example, Belfast here only accepts people, so it grows a lot more slowly. But that's fine. It turns out post actually a big money maker. So you actually only earn money from, at the start, delivering people between places. So that's how you make your basic money income. Turns out letters make a huge amount more than people. Not sure why. I guess people just love their fucking post. Why not? So when I first, because post pops up in the second age, and when I first saw it, I was like, it's a bit far. So I had Edinburgh here, and I had this train line, and I was like, well, do I really want to link it all the way to Stevenage for no good reason? In the end, I did, and frankly, I made fucking millions. As you can see, my money is currently 10k. I'm making bank, no problem. But that means we have to link lines together, and that's using these signals. So you can see, as trains come along, we've actually got this signal turning red. So a train coming up this line here would stop here because there's no way for it to come onto this line without smashing into another train. So you can sort of like have multiple trains on the same line, but if you do that, you have to make sure your signals are in order. Otherwise, trains can get stuck. And I'm going to be honest, I've got a lot better at it as I've gone on. Some of my early train line designs aren't particularly good. I'm constantly having problems with trains getting stuck, so not great. But we can see some of the logistics over here. So here's our main tool work. So this is where we're bringing a lot of wood, coal and iron. And those resources then get turned into wood coins, coal coins and iron coins, which we can spend down here. Now you can spend these on different trains. Some trains require, for example, coal coins to keep them running. Some iron coins, some oil. Coal is for the steam trains, and oil is for the diesel trains. Most trains, the base level trains, just require money to run, but some of them require coal and oil, and if you run out of either, then the trains start running a lot more slowly. They don't stop entirely, but they do just run a lot more slowly. So you need to make sure you've got those resources coming in all the time. And talking of that, I could actually use some more coal. So to upgrade to the next age, I need 500 coal. I don't currently have that, so I'm thinking maybe we've got a couple of coal mines down here. Maybe we should think about maybe linking these up. Something I've also noticed is that in my little oil production line over here, yes, we've got a problem here because these trains are both, we have a look at the orders, taking oil from Edinburgh to Inverness. And in fact, I actually want one to go all the way to Rugby, and I kind of messed up and didn't do the right thing. So if we get rid of that station and we put you going to Rugby instead, and we tell you to reverse, that should hopefully fix that little problem. No, you want to, you go back. There we go. Right, that should hopefully fix that problem. So we've got another train line here. This is a lot more effective. This is a newer one I've built. So you've actually got quite a few lines joining up here, but the signals are a lot more effectively placed. But we've got actually 2 trains bringing oil into the refinery and 1 train taking the oil barrels all the way over to Worcester over here to the factory. We've also got, we're bringing wooden planks from over here, and we've also got lumber being brought in to the sawmill, which can be turned into wooden planks. It then gets brought to the factory. The factory then produces goods that gets taken all the way back to Edinburgh, which then helps it grow faster. So that's basically what we're doing there. So that's all very good. I like this. This is really this scratches an itch that I have. You know, I enjoy watching people explode into jam, but other times I just want to deliver shit, and I don't quite know what the crossover there is. I don't know if there's some point where you can maybe deliver something to people and it's jam, or afterwards you turn them into jam. Not sure. I don't think there's any jam resources on this map. That's a bit of a shame, but maybe there's mods for it. Of course, the thing is that this game it's been in development for a few years now. It's currently in early access. It's currently about £20. But of course, if you just wanted to play Transport Tycoon, if you're looking back with hazy-eyed nostalgia to Transport Tycoon, there is Transport Tycoon Deluxe, which is free. So you can always just download that and have a similar experience. Although obviously you don't have the graphics, which are very, very pretty. And also you don't quite have, I mean, Transport Tycoon does have the resource resource trees, but it doesn't quite have the same complexity, I think, as Mashinky, which I kind of like. You also get these missions, which are quite good, although I've got to be honest, I kind of got around to just kind of ignoring them after a while, but it's fine. So what I would like to do is I would like to try and link up some of these coal mines over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a couple of stations. So we're going to get a station here. And I'm going to do a twofer because I might want 2 trains running this as well. So we'll do that, and we'll have 2 stations here as well. Something like that. And we're going to want to go through this little. We could just flatten it, but I like building tunnels, so we're going to build a tunnel, and then we're going to link up there. And I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to have 1 tunnel. That's going to come out like that. And we'll bring you down like that. Now, signals-wise, we kind of probably want signals there, so that when a train comes, if a train is coming through the tunnel, then the other train has to stop and let it come through, because otherwise they will hit each other and explode. And that is not conductive to having an effective running train line, as far as I'm concerned anyway. So we will, you know what, I might, if we knock that down, and we link up there, then we can have that, and that. That works. Happy with that. We probably want... Oh, that's high speed. I've made high speed train line. I don't know what the difference is, apart from its higher speed. I need to... There's still plenty of things about this game I don't understand, so... I won't worry about the high speed line at the moment, because most of the trains I'm using I don't think could make use of it anyway, because I'm a cheapskate and I haven't bothered building them. So that should be fine for the moment. What I might do is actually have another bit of line coming out here. Maybe we'll flatten this and we will bring this oh, you know what, let's knock you down. So I'll do something like this. I'll bring you up here and maybe run you parallel. So we have some options. Because I feel like this sort of... Yeah, let's do something like that. Because I feel like this area is rife with potential problems. I probably should just knock it all down and rebuild it, but I'm just too lazy. Okay, so we do that. So the train line there, that'll be fine. Is that fine? That's probably all right, isn't it? Right. Then what we can do is... You know what? I haven't actually put signals here. There. I should probably put some more stuff in, but it's probably fine. Occasionally you get bonus trains. You can actually find them here. So I'm going to use this train. Now, this train actually uses coal to run. So obviously, if you don't have enough coal, that could be a problem. But I think we'll be fine. So we're going to go with... we're going to transport coal. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go 6. So then we can give this train orders. So we're going to give it an order to go to Dudley and then over to Cambridge. And then finally, we're going to deliver the coal to the tool works near Leeds. And we're going to say, off you go, enjoy life, little train. And if we have a look here, we can see the train should be leaving the depot now. There he goes. How does he fit inside? I'm assuming it's Time Lord technology. It's the only way that that length of train would fit in that depot. It's the only excuse. So he's going to set off. Hopefully he will be fine. We've only actually got one station here, so I'm actually thinking maybe we should get another one. Something like that. So if we do that, I think that'll be probably okay, but don't quote me on that. Because we can't... Okay, let's get rid of you. What I will do is actually link you up something like that. We'll link you up something like that. Probably a bad idea to do it while it's running, but... What am I? Some sort of carry man? That's probably fine. I can't see any potential problems with that. Famous last words. Right, so our train is currently on its way. You can actually take 54 coal, and we've actually got a couple of trains. I could probably retire one of these and maybe switch it over to something like this one, which can just take more coal. That would probably be more sensible, wouldn't it? But I kind of like having lots of trains. Anyway, so as our trains sort of like tootle along and they're doing good things, so you can see this train is heading for Dudley. If I find that we've got actually a lot of coal here, and I'm actually going to be putting some upgrades. You can actually upgrade your station. So obviously we wouldn't want a waiting room because there's no people waiting there. But a freight station, increasing loading speed, is actually very, very useful. So we'll pop that there. And we will pop that one. I'll pop one here as well. So we'll do something like that. So our train will come in and it will pick up the coal, which is all very good, and then it will transport it over to the tool works, and it will then turn the coal into the coal coins, which we need as a sort of resource, and eventually we should then have enough to advance the next stage and get new trains. So overall, I really love this game. This is a really great... Oh, that's not actually linked up, is it? Boop. That could be why that was a problem. We'll see how that gets on. This is a bit messy. I probably should have fixed it a long time ago. Is there anyone actually picking up coal from... I don't think there might be anyone picking up coal from Inverness. It's probably all... Oh. So there's 750 coal here, but they don't have enough iron to turn it in... Yeah, I need to link more iron mines to this station. That's my problem. In fact, it looks like everyone's going to the wrong... Oh, fucks. Is everyone going to the wrong place? Where are you going? You're going... Okay, you're doing that, but I think you got turned around. That's probably why that happened. Okay, maybe this will have fixed the problem. I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't put me in charge of Network Rail. I think that would be a bad idea. I think I'm... Right. I think these trains just keep turning around. I think I might have to nuke this entire area and rebuild it. So that's the thing. Maybe link more iron mines to it as well. So we'll worry about that in a bit because, you know, that's another thing on my plate. God, it's hard work being the Transport Tycoon of Mashinky. So worry about that later. So ultimately, I fucking love this game. It just does what I want it to, which is lets me transport people around towns. It makes the towns grow. What I really love is watching like the little towns increase in size. So I think it's one of my favourite things was like taking a little town and building up. So you can build some roads, and then they will like build houses on the roads. Then your stations obviously get more people in them. You can then transport more people. That's exciting. I like that. I don't know why. I can't. It's just my kink. It's my kink. I love just transporting things between places with trains. It's the best. So I'll put a link to Mashinky on Steam if you're interested, and also a link to Transport Tycoon Deluxe, because if you've never seen this type of game before and you just go, this looks fucking amazing, then give Transport Tycoon Deluxe a go and see how that goes. Because I think they are adding more things to Mashinky. I think, well, I say they, I mean, I think it's just one guy doing the development actually. So I think buses are on their way, so road vehicles are on their way. But at the moment it's just all trains, so you can't really build the road vehicles. And of course Transport Tycoon had trains, it had trucks, it had boats, and of course the planes, which were so fucking broken that they basically made you infinite money. So that's the thing. But if you like transport, if you like trains, then definitely maybe give Mashinky a look, or Transport Tycoon Deluxe, either way. But in the meantime, I'm just going to continue to play with my trains. That's just me. Thanks for watching.